So with Dahl incapacitated and the threat to life support removed, now we can get back to going to work. That telepath never even knew it hit him. Get worked, kid. All right, we want to get out of here. Locker room. How the hell do I have to go upstairs? Yeah, okay. I like forgot the layout in the 2 seconds I was gone getting a water. I think probably let's check in with Igwe to see, because I'm assuming we talked to him to advance the version where we would steal the shuttle. Again, I don't want to do that, but I do want to see any dialogue that comes out of that. You okay, Pet?
Good evening.
My poor kitty's still recovering from his surgery. All right. Wait for further instructions from
Mr.
Igwe.
Tucker from HR would like to remind you that if your personal data has changed since the previous pay cycle, please contact him immediately. Mr. Tucker's office is on the 2nd floor of the lobby.
So we'll go see the tech guy and wait for Igwe to contact us. We gotta go to Neuromod anyway. Wonder if the jetpack is enough. Oh, hell yeah, it is. Stairs is for suckers. I'm sitting at 20 neuromods like a jerk. Food. Psy-hypos. Should we finally make our guns more effective? Let's get our health all the way up. Why not? That seems worth it. And then machine mine would have been really helpful a minute ago, huh? We use Psycho Shock more than anything. Why don't we use that? Oh, absolutely stealth. The old standby. Get some health, you're good to go. All right, our Psycho Shock is now basically like God tier. Challenge, locate all the crew. So some of the crew is actually not locatable. I say we, but really it was Morgan's fault. Morgan may have accidentally hit several of them with recycler charges before we were able to interact with them and knock them off the checklist. But honestly, even if they were all around Aiken, that's a little too completionist for my taste. Oh boy. They're gonna tangle with that.
Dr. Igwe, we have the subject, Dahl, and his life signs are stable. Thank you. We are prepping him in the Neuromod division now. Come as soon as you can.
Oh my god. All right, I'm in Neuromod division, so that's actually pretty good. That works out great. There's all kinds of shit going on in here, y'all. All right. Where is who is what? There's a lot of things happening all of a sudden. Volunteer quarters. All right. So level 3 is for what objective? That's for Dahl. All right. And then that means we've got to be down here for the rest of it. Simulation Lab A. Isn't that where I was? We would finally repair this. That's the original thing that they like teach you how repair works with. And we're just repairing it now. That feels pretty delightful. Self-destruct keys that way. All right, I want to go to the tech officer first here. Which is too funny because we're going to have to go back to like where we originally were in the game. Is it on the terminal in my house? What the fuck? Let me through. Thank you. All right, get ripped. I don't do very much damage to you, huh? Oh boy. That's not ideal. Oh, and we got a turret. All right, hang on. So wait, what if I hack you? Ow, please, your bullets are spicy. We're gonna go the long way. I might not have time. I gotta be careful. There we go. All right, will you fire on them? Thank you. I appreciate you, turret. Yeah, the tech officer's like in my apartment. Oh, it's an operator. Why doesn't it say tech operator? What up, Bonsai? Welcome back. How'd the dungeon go, buddy? Which dungeon was it? I'm trying to remember what those first couple are in Hellfire. Whoop. Or were you like so elite raid level geared out main tank for AQ40 crazy in the run of vanilla as it were, that you guys skipped through Hellfire and were like, yeah, let's go to Zangarmarsh? Making you want to replay it? I've enjoyed it. We've been talking quite a bit. Skull, if you're still here in chat, like, there's so crazy many different things and different ways to play through it. Like, every time I've finished something, chat has been able to hit me with an alternative way to do it, or like, you know, some kind of side quest that gets opened by doing it in a separate way. I'm actually really impressed by how much genuine choice and like divergence is built into this. Didn't play much of vanilla. You're new. Oh, but noob is fine.
Cores are working again, Morgan. Nice work. I'm taking what's left of my crew to the atmosphere controls and life support. We're going to clear out Dal's shit-can operators and make sure there are no more mishaps with the air on this station.
That's good. I appreciate that, Elazar.
Dal populated his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes on a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the operator. We have important work to do.
Okay, I'm fine with that, but I also would like some fucking answers finally. Would be ideal. Okay, so we can get out of here. Looks like maybe we're done with the operator bullshit, which will be very welcome. Let's go see what Igwe's got going on though. Going through Hellfire, but Zangarmarsh was one of my faves. Can't wait to reach it. So I love Zangarmarsh. I think Zangarmarsh is absolutely fantastic. However, I spent a very long time in Zangarmarsh. My wonderful wife at the time was just my girlfriend, and she loved the Zangarmarsh Firefly mini pet, like the cosmetic pet that you can get in Zangarmarsh. And at the time, I don't remember what the drop chance was on that thing, but it was like laughably small. Like, it was one of those ones that was basically like a raid level drop, and you'd see it. People would go to Booty Bay and put it on the faction neutral auction house for an outrageous amount. I would play World of Warcraft with her until late in the evening, and then when she would finally go to bed, I would stay up, go to Zangarmarsh, and just grind for that freaking Firefly. I think it's well below a 1% chance. I think it's like, at the time, because I so distinctly remember like keeping an eye on it on Wowhead. I think it was like a 0.3% chance, and it was bananas, and I never got it. That's the worst part. I ground for it forever and never got it. I think maybe I just finally bought one off the auction house for her or something, but I never got it as a drop. But the good news was, at least while I was stuck doing all that grinding, like Zangarmarsh is a banger zone. Visually, it's beautiful. The soundtrack while you're in there is really good. It's the thought that counts. She appreciated it. I'm pretty sure when I told her like, hey, I got one, but I had to go buy it for gold because my however many ridiculous hours of grinding to try and get it didn't work. She reminded me I'm a goob. All right, so we got to go upstairs. Not quite. Let's take the ladder I made earlier. 1 turret versus 2 military operators. Winner is turret. We're gonna set up our own rebranding of battle bots here on the station. That's what we're gonna do. Nagrand. Yeah, Nagrand rules. I am 100% with you on Nagrand. I think visually it's weird, right? I have some qualms about the art design in Burning Crusade because the color palette was such a bold and crazy choice, right? It's all those like crimsons and neon greens and purples, and it was just such a weird look after Vanilla WoW, but it looks good. Like the art direction is really good, and maybe it's so good partially because it was so bonkers.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it. The subject, Dahl, has been...
Oh, that's why this
secured.
console's here.
I believe I've isolated the correct neuromod. It is essential we say as little as possible of what has happened on the station and focus on the situation. Dahl, if memory serves, should resort to field training and react accordingly. He was never one to question orders.
I'm down. Let's do it,
Morgan. Remember, if this works, say nothing.
Patient connectome not up to date.
When
What does that
extracted,
mean?
Dahl's memory should revert back to the inception date, and he should forget his assignment here.
Oh, we gotta do a full workup.
Ready when you are.
Achievement unlocked. This never happened. That's hilarious.
Who are you? Morgan? Your father's been asking about you. And Alex. I was supposed to report to him about her retrieval after modding up. Where am I? Why am I restrained?
Commander, Dahl, I am Dr. Igwe, Chief Physician here.
I've seen your face in the company directory. Alex's pet. The discredited parapsychologist.
This guy's such an asshole.
Commander Dahl, you've suffered a severe head injury as a result of a crisis here on the station. We need to evacuate at once, but we couldn't leave without you. Are you able to pilot a shuttle?
What? Yes, of course I can pilot. Wait, what emergency? Is this Argus installation? Where's Casper?
I'm afraid there's no time to
wrecked
explain.
Casper's
We need
ship.
to get to the shuttle bay and prepare for departure. Transtar mandate. Doctor, you can confirm.
Of course. Morgan, you look like shit.
Thanks, bud. I
All
appreciate
right, let's get Daddy's precious child off the station, or TranStar will blackbox me.
Just need to check your vitals. Wouldn't want our pilot to faint.
There's nothing wrong with me.
it. All right, so we're actually gonna skip the rest
We'll
of
meet you
that.
there, Morgan.
We are not gonna take Igwe's clever escape. As much fun as it might be.
It's by design that I can predict what you're going to do fairly often. And yet, this turn of events with Dahl, I'm impressed and surprised you've managed to find a way to get remaining crew off the station. I have no doubt they'll remember your sacrifice.
Oh, so wait, that's interesting. That reopens the possibility of actually blowing up the space station. If that shuttle can get everyone out except for me, we can blow up the station, which is more than getting rid of the Typhon. We'd still have the crew to like levy evidence against Transtar and bring down the Transtar Empire, but the station, the records, everything would be gone along with the end of the menace from the Typhon. That's a big deal. All right, let's go meet Alex and we can talk over our options.
Morgan, we're in life support now. It's all clear. Air's normal across the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dal wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay. Elazar out.
I mean, you'd think Morgan would respond with like, hey, now it's good to go. What if you killed January earlier? We were talking about that earlier. Like, you can kill January and work with December, right? But I think the game is open enough. Like, couldn't I just kill both? And then how would we do anything? Like, how would we know what to do about any of it without that guiding light? I wonder if maybe you get more contact with Alex in that instance. That would be really interesting, to go through this guided entirely by Alex without any of the safeguards Morgan put in place. That would be an interesting take on the narrative as well. All right, so we got to go up to his office. Hopefully Elazar's got all the military operators donezo. All right, let's see. Yeah, we got to go to Alex's place. Looks like Alex is actually there. We finally gonna get our chance, yeah? Man, that would have been awesome if I could have actually made that jump. Can you imagine after all this time away and like the back and forth between Morgan and Alex, if Morgan was just like fucking rocket cadet up onto the lobby? All right, where is his... There's a grav lift to get me up to his office. Where is it? Alex Yu's office, this way. Oh, I turned left once too soon. Here it is. You're gonna try it soon? I'd be interested. I think that'd be really cool. Do you stream, Aiken? Or are you just, do you mostly just view on Twitch? Because if you stream, I'd be interested to see you stream an alternate playthrough from the one I did. All right, Alex, where are you? Are you in here? I'll find you. No, you're not in here. I just broke your looking glass for no reason like a jerk. All right, Alex. Seriously though, bro. Where you at? Are you upstairs? I've got your marker. Ooh, secret. Oh, full-on cutscene? Oh, just a
I promised
animation
you my
skip?
arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos I to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the Carl signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
What? Oh, shit. Wait, Alex doesn't have his helmet. Oh. Alex. You gotta come with me, bud. We're gonna die, bud. Alex. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, that really is a this is fine moment. Oh my god. I am just getting shredded. Come on, Alex. You can do it, buddy. Gonna get you inside. Get to Alex before he dies. Yeah, I'm here. I'm with Alex. Use voice lock to shut a safe room door. Oh, his safe room door. All right, hang on. Alex, sorry. I know I keep blasting you into the door frames. Are you still with me, bud? Yeah. Oh God, you're with me. Yeah, you're good. All right, come on in. Put Alex in his safe room. Got it. You just take a nap, okay? I am gonna take some of your stuff though. I'm sure we can talk about that later. Thanks. You can keep the noodles. I don't need the noodles. Alex is gonna wake up with the worst fucking headache. He knows I'm good for it. Hi, bud. What are you? You're very large. No, you stop wiggling, buddy. Don't do the wriggles.
Thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more
I want you to go to
important
jail,
than ever
though.
now that we finish this the right way. Take care of the null-wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
I want you to go to, like, the deep prison. I just can't get over, like, him bobbling behind me. Ow. Ow. Morgan. Morgan, it's very hurtful. Okay. You can do it.
Here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos I. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that.
I'd love to
If not,
scan
then I'm
you.
glad I died before seeing my sister succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null-wave device you can see. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We'll hijack the coral's signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see.
Oh, I'm just getting murdered while I'm doing this. I don't know if it was because the audio log was playing or what, but it was like, nah, it's cool. Just get shredded by these things. Can you go to the exterior? Ooh, that's worth a try. That would be fun. All right, hold up. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna try and go to the exterior. Mimic stasis. What the fuck? Oh my god. Everything is so batshit. All right. So mind without limits. We got to go fabricate a null wave device. I cannot imagine a world now where blowing up the space station is enough to deal with this asshole outside. So we don't have a choice now. We have to. Okay, so we got to get to a fabricator. And I also want to try and go outside. Oh, hi. Hi. You're large. No. I want to scan you. If you're going to just suddenly show up and punch me in the chest, the least you can do is hit me with a scannable tendril. Stop it. I'm hoping if I scan all of it, like if I get all 4 of the pips on the scan, it'll actually tell me something about you. Because you're V big. I could do this outside too, though. Thank you for the hydrate, Dev. Wait. What the fuck? It screamed and all my health went away. Ah! It's so mad. Okay. All right. So, some thoughts. Yes, Kelly, agree. V thick. He is perhaps the thickest of the Typhon. Also, we're gonna get out of the Arboretum. So there's some bad shit happening in the Arboretum. I wonder if it's gonna be fucked like this all over the station. I'm gonna save in the lobby, and I think we're gonna go screw around. We're gonna go down to life support and try and go outside because I think it'll be hilarious to try and like go out. I'm gonna challenge that thing to like fisticuffs.
Morgan,
Okay, we do still have
the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling
gravity.
bonds, history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos I for lunch.
That's true.
Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station, just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January's right, Morgan.
Good evening,
We can't
Alex.
let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Talos 1.
Interesting. Okay, so now we're also getting people other than January weighing in with their preferred method. I don't know that I buy blowing up the station as like a guaranteed way to kill that thing outside. And to Igwe's point, like we can try the null wave, and if that's not enough, then we can blow the station. Like the null wave doesn't mean that blowing up the station is no longer possible.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scanned the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Yeah, well, we already did it. So thanks, January. You're a little late. Oh, medical operator, you're so sad. Sorry, bud. All right. What do I want to do? I want to get outside. Where in here is the exterior? Level 2. Oh, it's in power plant, not life support, isn't it? So hang on. Let me go to cargo bay. I know we can get out from cargo bay. January, you could have been a little quicker on the whole don't scan the big boy. I want to go out and shoot it and see if it even has a freaking health bar. Like, what would a shotgun pellet be to that thing? It would just not care. This thing is way... Oh. Oh. Maybe outside's not a choice anymore. That would be smart of them to use that as the way to make sure you can't go out. This would suck if you hadn't done all your side questing, though. All right, so that didn't work. We are not gonna go blow up the ship. So let's go back up to the lobby. At the very least, we gotta go fabricate our null wave. And then where else could we get out from fairly easily? We could go down to... Oh, God, Poltergeist, get out of here. No one wants you here. That's atmosphere control. Medical operator's mad at me. I'm trying my best, guys. Have you ever had to do this? It's a lot. It's a lot. I'll have to look at the map and try and think of which one has the easiest airlock. It looks to me, though, like the game's kind of thought ahead on that. Like, triggering that thing showing up probably kind of is the point of no return, changes the map, which would all make sense. All right, let's go to my office and build this device. God, it looks so freaking crazy. Yeah, like out every window. It's just literally encapsulated the entirety of the station. They're all gone, right? Are they all down in the shuttle bay?
Привет, Morgan.
Ilyushin, you're crazy. Get out of my office. How are you just chilling here? Like, how are you just okay with that? You're extra. That should be it. We don't need you. I gotta remake some more health kits now. Nightmare difficulty super challenging? I don't doubt it is. Especially early before I had taken and like upgraded weapons and done some stuff with the combat mods. I struggled with combat and normal. All right, how many shotgun shells do I have? All right, let's not worry about the shotgun shells. Let's instead make a couple med kits.
In the original containment cylinder. Placing the null wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your cytoscope to locate the exact spot.
Oh, we gotta go back to the original satellite? That makes sense. All right, heart of the coral. Let's do this. Let's go ahead. We're not gonna blow up the station. Dahl is gonna call us whenever Dahl wants to call us. He might not even call us now that we've advanced the storyline. And then station map. Yeah, see, like it says the cargo bay. Oh, all the airlocks are locked other than cargo bay, but cargo bay we couldn't get into. All right, so yeah, they were like basically anticipating that you would want to go outside and screw around. All right, instead it's go time. Morgan Yu versus the biggest Typhon that there ever was. Oh, you're a big boy. You are a big boy. We gotta go. All right, heading to the heart of the coral. So we gotta get to the satellite. And I guess just slap this bitch right on the satellite. Maybe use like the transmission equipment from the satellite to boost it. That's cool. It begins with the satellite and it will end with the satellite. Holy shit. What am I supposed to do about that? Oh, I hate this. Oh boy. I don't like any of that. Who's hitting me? You stop your shit. Oh, that's the one I can't get through. I would assume there'd be like a gajillion enemies trying to go after me, right? Like that would make sense. If this thing's here, don't you think it would have like called for all the reinforcements it could muster? Oh yeah. Well, I gotta go in there, don't I? Oh, that's gonna be fun. Hey, bud. Are we just straight up going right into it? All right, I can't go in from there.
Hello.
Hi, science operator. Ooh, I'll take your glue. Thanks. I'm getting irradiated, so we got that going for us. This won't do it. Is there a way? It has to be placed at the heart of the coral and psychotronics, then activated from a terminal on the bridge. All right, so how do I get to the heart of the coral, though? There's a door.
N-CN9.
Oh, I gotta go. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so many of them. All right, glue gun. Get to work, buddy. Oh, but reload first. That's also important. All right, well, I'm sure this is not a fucking horrible idea. Thank you for the hydrate.
Microgravity detected.
Like, I feel like you would melt. Your whole you. The all you parts of you would just melt being in here.
Kill them.
Adrenaline. And another dose of Morgan's cell lights. Do it.
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Null gravity detected.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark, but what if we're just poor swimmers? And now there's blood in the water.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
I don't understand. I thought that what Alex has been describing about the null wave device is that it will like destroy the Typhon. So I don't know why everyone's like, really? Come on, bro. Let me scan the tendrils.
Research.
Got him. All right. 12:20. I know I had said we were gonna go and like read the research notes on the Typhon and all that, but I'm fully locked in now. Hey, what up, Rigorous? How are you, buddy? Watch credits once you finish Prey. Oh, we'll definitely watch the credits. I normally, while the credits run, I normally do like a little bit of a conversation about how I felt about the game, so we'll still be there if there's a after credit scene or something like that. And maybe as far as those research journals and stuff go, maybe I'll record those separately and put them up on the YouTube. It's so hot in your area. We had some really bad heat last week, but it's cooled down quite a bit. We got a lot of rain that cooled things down, so I'm okay now. But man, that first like real hot batch every year, like your body's still not accustomed to the heat. And when you get hit, especially if you get hit with like a stretch of days, it's brutal. So hopefully you're nice and cozy, got some AC or at least like a fan to kind of keep you cool and just do the best you can, man. You get used to it quick enough. You'll be ready for the summer. All right, so we got to go to the Arboretum to get to the bridge. Everything is bad shit. I mean, the lift won't work, right? It's gonna eat the lift. Oh boy. AC running like it owes you money. That's it. We actually, when we had our hot stretch, it was like the first time our AC had to be put to use. And so naturally we like froze out the coils. I had to thaw it, flooded the basement with it. It was a real pain in the ass. But it was that kind of hot where like, even knowing it was not going to be something the AC could keep up with, we were like, well, no choice. All right, Alex. Let's put this to bed. And then we're going to fly home and you're going to tell Congress what you did. And we're going to go to jail together for a very long time. If he tries to pull some shit when we get there, or if he like lets slip that this isn't going to do what he claimed it would do, I'm going to ice him.
Microgravity detected.
Like, not even going to worry about it. Oh, I forgot it's microgravity here. Oh, this is right. This is like ground zero for the big boy. I don't want to be here. Where is the bridge? This is guts. I don't want that. Oh, I don't want that either. Knockout City. Yeah, I played a bunch of Knockout City during the block party. I had a lot of fun with it. I think it's really good, especially with like a full team, right? Like I'm sure it's not as fun solo queuing, but with a full team it was a blast. I can't wrap my head around the $20 fee and what is obviously built as like a free-to-play game. Ay. Let me go. Oh my god, I don't even know where I am. Oh boy. All right, just charge through. Use your super suit. Go. Oh, but don't crash. Oh god, I'm gonna break my body. Yeah, sure. I'm out of suit repair kits. That's how bananas the last third of this game was. Oh, get to the bridge. Have you been playing it, Rigorous? Because I dug it. I'm probably gonna wait until it goes on sale. There's very little from the backlog that I pay full price for. All right, Alex, time for you to come through with your half of the deal here. I placed your stupid transmitter. Let's hit this arming. Get it done with.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
Yeah, about that, guys. I'm not leaving.
What the hell have you done?
I said Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal.
We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. Which means you'll be destroying yourself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos I and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
I don't understand though, like, you're painting this picture that if we kill the Typhon and I leave the station and the research intact, it automatically means that I'm gonna like agree to be complicit in future trials. Like, I wish there was an option where I could tell January, like, no, this is definitely what we want to do. Everyone here will be safe, and then we'll expose all this. So I'm kind of bummed that they aren't interpreting it that way. We're gonna stick with our guns and use the null wave here. So sorry, January, but that's just how it's got to be, I guess. Sorry, I'll keep your spare parts with me forever. Null wave transmitter ready. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, that's pretty rad looking. Oh boy.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together.
It's so cool to see a like full external shot of the station.
And it is beautiful.
Oh, that was rad. Prey. Oh, are we finally gonna get to see some slice of life around the station? I was talking about this earlier, how much fun I thought it would be if we got to see what it was like before everything went sideways. Very cool. I like Prey. I think that first and foremost, I am shocked that this game is not celebrated more than it is. Like, I know there's some people, obviously several of you in chat are big fans of the game, but like, it is very slick, stylish as hell, like super fun on that regard. The combat, I had qualms with the combat. I remember kind of being really frustrated, but honestly, a mimic just turned into that coffee mug. It was behind me on the screen, but you can see its handle right here. The combat's not bad, and the issue I had, there's so many fun utility things you can do with the neuromods that I couldn't help but like put my points into the utility stuff. Oh, it's literally the moment of the downfall. This is bad shit. If I played through this again and had like a better understanding of the upgrades, I think the combat could be really fun. I know that several of you have mentioned that you play it on like nightmare difficulty, or you play it in challenges and use different weapons than I did. All of that makes total sense. Watch the rest of the stream after dinner. Night, buddy. Thanks for chilling. Enjoy dinner. I'm really surprised at how wide open they leave the Talos space station. Like, on several occasions, we ran into sections and zones and machines where I was like baffled, because I was like, I'd go through and it would have an elaborate series of controls. A great example is the machine at the end here where we took out Dahl's neuromods. Like, I found that ages ago, played around with it. It had all this stuff in it. I could not figure out why the frick it was there. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me that it would be there. I think it's cool that the game makes all that accessible way before you need it, because it feels a lot less like a shoehorn moment when you suddenly have the machine you need to do the thing you need it to do. So that I think is really cool. The Talos space station itself is really well designed. I talked about how it's great when you have something that feels super big, but then kind of shrinks down, and is able to like feel small after you're used to the traversal. Like, Talos feels enormous when you first are out there and exploring it. And then after you've come to be, you know, confident in the combat, you understand the Typhon, you know what you're up against, all that stuff kind of falls into place. It's very cool. That was neat. I really liked that. I would potentially play through it. I don't know if I'll do it on stream, and if I do it on stream, I probably wouldn't do it until much later, or at least until after we've played a couple other games. But it is super neat. Skip the credits. I'm gonna just let him roll because I'm still talking. The other thing about this that I think is really neat is I don't know that there was a single thing that only had one approach, right? Like, I remember really early on in the gameplay, I was frustrated. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Von Kelly. I was frustrated. I was trying to get at something that was behind crates that I couldn't move because I didn't have leverage. And Kelly was like, yo, just throw a recycling charge. And it totally worked. And later, if you have the Typhon mod that throws stuff around, you can use that instead. Or if you have hacking, you can hack into the email. Or if you have the Huntress crossbow, you can shoot through the grate and open the door, or you know, whatever. There's like a gajillion different ways that all these different things work. And it's really impressive to me that they were able to do that without any of it feeling super unbalanced. Like, playing through it, I definitely feel like in my play style, there was stuff that I favored more than others. I wound up very heavily relying on hacking throughout the game, but I didn't really need to. Like, if I did a different playthrough of this and put a bunch of my points early into leverage, it would be exploring the same areas to get to the same endpoints, but doing it in a totally different manner. And that's really impressive to me, because the game doesn't feel like it's boxed in and designed that way. The game doesn't have this weird artificial like puzzle box feel to it. Many bullets were fired. I did shoot many bullets. But I'm just really impressed that it's able to take all these cool little puzzly set pieces, give you this playground to use all your tools and abilities, but to never present those options in such a way that doesn't feel organically like it could be a place and could be a space station. That's like a super impressive design trick that I am shocked the game has never really been kind of like held on a pedestal for, because that's super hard. Even like the fact that they give you this big playground inside the station, and then they also have like an entire second layer of stuff, like almost an entire new map when you're outside, and the exterior of Talos is also sprinkled with a ton of stuff to do. Super cool. I do have a couple of qualms about the game. I wish that the Typhon are super well designed. I think they're really neat. They really feel alien, which is something that's hard to do in a game. But I do wish that there were more of them. And what I mean by that is, even the Typhon that you run into, like, eventually they stop hitting you with like the standard version of a phantom, and you'll see thermal phantoms and stuff like that. Instead of just repurposing the phantom and making it an elemental phantom, basically doing just like a palette swap and giving it a different moveset, I wish it was a different Typhon. I wish that they had taken some of those concepts, and instead of just being like, all right, well, this is the one that controls people and this is the one that controls machines, but they're the same exact thing with a different name. I really wish that they had been like, oh, this one can control the humans that are around the station, and this totally different organism can also control the machines on the station. So, but I think that might be like my biggest qualm. There's some jankiness in like the UI and stuff, but by and large, it's super good.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Lightner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos I.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. Things did not end well for him. But
would you let it live?
What the fuck?
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
it found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I could have had control this whole time.
What you experienced was a reconstruction.
So I'm not Morgan
based
Yu.
on
Are we a
Morgan's
Typhon?
memories. That's is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Welcome. Insert party noises here.
Gandy with the raid. What is up, my man? You guys have come at a very critical juncture where I can either kill them all or take Alex's hand. We're gonna go through the ending on this, and then I'm gonna do some shout outs. This is bonkers. Well, I mean, I played this super empathetic, right? Like, I'm not gonna suddenly decide to kill them all. That's hilarious. Look down. I can see shoes. We got shoes at least. This is the big moment. Alex, I will help you.
We're gonna shake things up like old times.
That was batshit. That's so crazy. Congratulations, you finished Prey. P.S. We also hit you with the crazy side curve that you had no way of knowing was on its way. That's bonkers. Anyway, thank you so much, Gandhi, for the raid. Your timing was insanity, because it was literally as my brain was melting out my ear holes. If you guys dig really clever streamers that interact greatly with their chats, go check out Gandhi. Playing some Sea of Thieves. You cool down on Sea of Thieves after some Witcher? Backlog attacked, indeed. While we're at it too, Dev, you've been chilling here all night and I haven't shouted you out. What a scumbag. Dev is also a wonderful streamer in chat. So if you guys have not hung out in Dev's stream on one of the raids we've done, also well worth it. Dev plays a whole wide variety of things and is just an all-around high quality nerd, especially if you got some Magic the Gathering talk you want to get down with. Dev is the stream for you. My goodness, gang, this game was so surprising. I talked all the way through the credits about how it was hitting me with some surprises I didn't expect. And then lo and behold, it hits me with the biggest surprise. That's crazy. 20 hours, 13 minutes. So that's good. We'll know exactly how long it took to take it out of the backlog. I don't know if you guys can, there you go. 12 humans rescued, 3 killed. So that's pretty good. A 4-to-1 ratio on human deaths. 114 neuromods installed, 24 human abilities, and 6 Typhon powers. That is super neat. I was not expecting that at all. So that does, though, like, it lines up, right? Because we had the oh hell yeah, shout you out, son. It lines up because we had a couple of things that never really fit together. I was talking about how they did such a good job kind of sandwiching some of their little story bits together, but we had like the books that talked about the tragedies that struck on Earth, all the horrible shit that happened on Earth, but like we never understood what that was. And now it seems pretty apparent that it was the Typhon attacking. So I don't know why that would be necessarily on the station, right? Like, I don't know what state Earth is in the reality after we basically were removed from the Matrix there in that ending sequence. But that also explains we pretty consistently had those like freak out moments, and it was almost always when we were dealing with neuromods, where we would like suddenly catch glimpses of realities or at least memories that weren't contiguous with the rest of what was going on in the game. And that's very obviously because of this alternate situation that we weren't prepared for, right? And like the most telling of those was the one where we saw like Morgan held her hands up and the Typhon like crawled over her arms. So it's super neat, and man, for them to just pull the rug out on you like that is so neat. What happens if you choose to kill them all? What's the last game or the last save game it gave me? Does it delete my autosaves? Autosave. Hang on. Maybe we can see the other ending. I'd be willing. Maybe we'll go blow the station up. Man, this was so good and so surprising. All right.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update?
Yeah, okay, so this is right before we...
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
All right, cool. So we're actually going to double dip on the ending here, gang. Thanks again for the raiders that have joined. I apologize. I'm a little tongue-tied because I'm so excited over how excellent the ending of this was. Most of you from Gandalfarian's channel already know me. If you don't, I am Chris. I am a variety streamer, and more pointedly, I am a backlog streamer. I just dropped some links in chat. I have been working through the crazy stuff in my backlog, which is an absurdly long list, in an effort to get some of it under control. And that's what we were doing with Prey. And man, am I glad I did it, because this game was bonkers. All right, we got to get back to the lobby because we got to get down to life support, I believe. Happy to be here for the major spoilage. Yeah, rip to anyone who was thinking of playing Prey and joined in on the raid, because my goodness, that's like suddenly having someone just sneak you into a movie theater as Vader is telling Luke about his heritage. Yeah, so we're gonna go choose self-destruct for the station, and then we're gonna kill them all in the epilogue just to see both flavors. And man, I like, you know, I've heard you guys talking at length in chat about how you've done several playthroughs and made a bunch of different choices, and a lot of that makes more sense now. I have a really hard time replaying games, like even games that have major divergent points where you have to make big decisions that dramatically change the story. That normally isn't enough for me unless it's a game I really, really love, as is evidenced by the backlog. Like, I got a lot of stuff to play, so I don't normally just immediately dive in and play a different one. But I totally get it with Prey, because not only is it like you want to see the different story of making the different choices, but there's something very powerful of having that like debrief sequence at the end where they actually break down what you did. Like, there's something about that that makes it a little bit more tangible than just like, oh, I did it. Oh wait, I have to be at the power plant. Power plant is off of life support. Okay, so that's fine. So that totally makes sense to want to go back in and be like, all right, so let's kill everyone and just escape on Alex's shuttle. Now I want to know what happens if you escape on Alex's shuttle early in the game. I bet you that like round table is like, man, this is a selfish prick. Look at this asshole. All right, so we're gonna go blow up a station. Medical operator, relax your shit. Everyone's freaking out in here. You guys are acting like I'm about to blow up a station. The speed run's hilarious. I'm always super eager after I finish a game to go watch a speed run, and I was sure that the speed run in this is going to be hilarious because you get so much freedom to traverse the station, right? So like automatically, I'm sure there's people that have figured out some insanely optimized routes. Escapes via shuttle in 4 minutes. And because of stuff like the glue cannon, just like letting you sequence break. I don't even know if it's a sequence break in this game because it's like designed to let you do that. It's hilarious. 4 minute escape shuttle. That's too good. I would definitely watch some speed runs of this. I wonder what kind of a completion rate there is on this game. I'd love to see the speed run. I don't even know if this exists. A speed run that is Prey any % all crew members would be neat to watch. Because there's got to be some people that know the game and know the map just so well.
Hello, nice to see you.
All right, Alex, look. I know you gave me the song and dance. You gave me the sweet talk. It's not gonna work. Out of bounds abuse. All right, we gotta go to the office down here, right? No alien threats detected. What are you talking about? It's just us, you family scientists. You know. So what am I doing? Oh, I gotta actually be at the reactor console. Hey guys, maybe chill out, yeah? Sorry. Gotta go. Alright, we gotta put in our arming keys. Let's just zap these dudes. No, you know what? We can just hit them with recycling charges. We're done. We're done. How do I... Key. Key. We've done it. The old celebratory. Oh, I gotta go back to the bridge to trigger it though? Come on, gang. I thought I was just gonna be able to ride the explosion out down here. That would have been awesome. Recycler charges only for the rest of the run. I'm gonna wind up recycling myself. It's gonna be really bad. I really love this because we're still gonna get mostly the same debrief in the epilogue, but they're totally gonna wind up being like, it showed selflessness and empathy, and then I'm just gonna gobble them up. Are the other characters...
Morgan, I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull. You have to move. Boże mój. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm well aware. Are the other characters operators in the epilogue sequence because the characters have died and like their consciousness has been uploaded into an operator, or are they just like remote? That's what I would like to know. All right, so back to Arboretum and then to the bridge. And then we might have to kill our brother. Ooh, I didn't think about that. We might have a showdown with Alex. Maybe back to the shotgun. Recyclers only might be off the table. Oh my God, the game crashed. Hang on. I'm locked in now. There's no way to avoid it. I'm booting it back up. That's interesting because I think this has only crashed twice. It's been very stable. I'm pretty sure the other crash happened coming out of life support. I think it was after we had rebooted the power plant. Weird. My poor wife is trying to sleep, and I'm like so amped up because of how the ending of this played out. All right. Load game. Hopefully it didn't set us back that far. It must have auto-saved after we activated the arming keys, so. It literally auto-saved in the middle of the load sequence. There we go. Yeah, okay. Gonna play Moon Crash? I might. Moon Crash is something I could see, especially because you guys have said that it's got that like kind of roguelike nature. Where am I going? There it is. And it's kind of got that pickup and playability. That's something I could see socketing in and doing some playthroughs alongside another game. So normally when I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and normally the way I do it is I have a game that I stream kind of as my primary on Tuesday and Saturday, and then something else that I do as my secondary. And I could see doing Moon Crash as like a secondary game. Like Thursdays are Moon Crash night, and I do a bunch of runs.
Morgan, I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull.
I know, Michaela.
Boże mój. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
I'm aware. I do appreciate your concern though. So yeah, I don't own it, Aiken. It's something I'll keep my eye on. I'm definitely gonna add it to my wish list on like Steam and stuff. But yeah, keep an eye peeled because I very well could be doing it in the future. I do have a couple other games slated and kind of ready to go, so it won't be anything super soon. We're gonna start. I'm gonna go back to the primary secondary setup, and so what we're gonna do is Tuesdays and Saturdays for the foreseeable future are gonna be Transistor from Supergiant Games, the guys who made Hades and Bastion. So we're gonna do Transistor coming up, and then I don't think I had mentioned it to anyone yet. But we are going to turn the Thursday night stream into RimWorld. We're going to do a RimWorld colony and try and escape off planet in RimWorld. So that'll be what's coming up on the channel. I thought you'd get excited over that, Juliefish. I'm gonna try and escape because then I'll have beaten RimWorld and Misha Fish will not have. Misha Fish, RimWorld is Misha Fish's favorite game. And she's got like 2,000, getting closer to 3,000 hours in it. And she's never built a spaceship because she just likes the colony aspect of it too much. So we're gonna beat it. Misha's very excited for it, Julie. She actually was the primary driver in me finally settling on it. I had hemmed and hawed about it for a while, and she was like, "No, you're doing it." And at that point, what am I gonna do? I gotta say yes. I don't get a choice. All right, let's go blow up a space station, yeah? Maybe commit fratricide while we're at it. You know, I don't know that I ever noticed a Thermo Phantom summoning mimics. That's weird. I just thought that the whole thing with the Thermo Phantoms was that they, you know, had the fire powers.
Microgravity detected.
Yes, I am aware of the microgravs. Thank you. And the tentacles. I'm aware of the tentacles as well. All right. No, I don't have time to play with you, giant angry thing. I don't know if it'll let you do it on the chat, but absolutely, if you want to drop it on the Gilded, Kelly, that would be rad, because I would 100% go watch that. When I'm done streaming most nights, I like clean up my video and get it ready for editing. So I would love to watch that while I'm screwing around later. And as a reminder for anyone else in the chat who is not a part of our Gilded server, you don't know Gilded? Gilded's a lot like Discord. It's just like a little community software thing. And the Gilded channel is a great place to come hang out. Tell us about the stuff you're playing on your backlog battles and suggest things for me to play from the backlog. Just all that good nerd stuff. All right, the terminal's up above. I think we actually saw that earlier. That's another example of something they showed me before I really knew it was necessary.
What am I talking to?
My name is January.
This is January,
Morgan.
dog.
Morgan? Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan, you.
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. Did it tell you it's not gonna let you off the station?
Your brother is correct. When you destroy Talos I, my directive is to ensure that you perish along with it. But you already knew that. It was your idea.
No one in their right mind would agree to such a lunatic plan.
Not true. History is populated with examples of self-sacrifice for the benefit of others.
Easy to say when it's not your skin, robot.
I'm sorry, Morgan.
You have no idea what that word means. I'm gonna put a stop to this nonsense.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Shouldn't have done it, dog. Oh, what a backbend.
Your brother is only
He always
stunned.
has a test tube in his
Now,
pocket.
obviously, once you activate the self-destruct, the point is moot. You're still going to activate the self-destruct, aren't you? Please recall, I am acting on your orders.
I will. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. You can make me double tap it.
Reactor detonation. It's finished. All the directives you gave me have been completed, all except one. When the station detonates, it will destroy the Apex Typhon and every trace of technology derived from it, including you, but you know this already. It was your idea, after all. The alien neuromods you carry would pose an unacceptable risk to everyone on Earth if you returned. Have a seat, Morgan. You might as well enjoy the view in your final moments.
Oh, that's interesting. So if I went all this way and didn't have Typhon mods, would I have been alive?
Are you on your way? I'm not going to make it. What? Everything's fine. I got one of the escape pods working. Are you sure? Morgan, something's wrong. There's no time. Trust me. I'll see you Earthside.
If I had just stuck with human mods, I wonder if it would have been like cool with it. I like that they let you skip this if you want. We're gonna watch this go up in flames.
Reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos I.
Nah, we ain't got time for that, dog. Oh shit. Peace, lobby. So they made it off.
I keep having this dream.
Oh, fun. All right, are you gonna let me skip this now? We did. Okay, cool. Go in the escape Talos one. I like blowing up with it in this version of it. I don't know that I would do it a third time tonight, but that's something I would definitely go try again later on a separate playthrough. All right, unfortunately, this is going to be the same dialogue.
How did it do?
Well, primarily, they're going to talk about me blowing up the station.
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
Man, so I wonder if their tone, like obviously they would say different things about what I did should I have made different choices, but I wonder if the tone is real different.
Except that they were deeply meaningful to me.
I think I had no idea now seeing both endings. It's worth playthrough, it's fun. It's a lot like Bioshock.
Return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Da, while perhaps for purely selfish reasons. This, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos I.
Michaela.
I would have died without my
This guy's a
medication.
monster. He's a
That
terrible
wasn't
human.
easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart.
This man's face gives me Dishonored
that it
vibes.
has a
Still,
heart. It also
same,
found
yeah,
my
same
father's
guys.
records.
It's
And
from
then,
Arcane
I
Studios,
did
so
not
it's the
expect
Dishonored
this,
team.
But it let
This
me
is what they
listen to
did
them.
after
Despite
Dishonored.
the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. Things did not end well for him.
Yeah, so it does
But-
definitely make sense, Candy.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Michaela. I
Sarah,
appreciate it.
You're next.
The situation
Sarah's
in the
like,
cargo bay
homeboy
was
went
bad.
hard.
None of us would have survived without
Sarah
its
gives
help.
me the
And
Von
it
Kelly
destroyed a
review.
large number
Lots of
Typhon
bullets were
across the
fired.
station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Thank you, Elazar. I appreciate you, even though your turret quest
What do you
sucked.
say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of
mighty
humans
sense of
controlled by the
retribution.
Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos I. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice.
Maybe
You
I'll
can
make the
hear
choice,
us,
dog.
can't you?
Yeah, show me fucked up Earth.
Here. I want to show you something.
Oh, I can see my hand. That's what I was trying. That's what Dev wanted me to see looking down. I was only seeing my shoes. That's
What you
awesome.
experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories.
So are we like Morgan's Phantom?
That's...
Or are we literally
There's
just a
the wall
Typhon they fed
today.
neuromods to?
We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. take my hand if you do.
About that. Oh, get worked. How'd your experiment go, bud? Interesting. It does not include the death of Alex Yu as a human killed in the epilogue. Alex, not a human, confirmed. That's fun. Man, what a surprisingly slick game. Very, very fun. Well, thank you so much, gang, for hanging out and chilling with me while we played and finished up some Prey. Really surprised by this. It makes perfect sense to me. You know, Aiken, Kelly, Skull, like you guys that kind of showed up to join us for some sweet Prey finale. It makes sense why you guys are such fans of the game and why you're searching out people playing it. This is one that'll go into my repertoire of people like finding people on Twitch that are playing it, because watching people make different choices in this seems like it is just outrageously fun. So I am about it. However, there's one piece of business still left to do in Prey, and that is to put it officially in the out of the backlog category. Prey, dunzo.